animal hairs all over me. Seriously.
The zipper's on your side.
Shoot.
But Peter, how do we get to Neverland?
Welcome to Life After Neverland, Big Brother 21 edition. And yes, we did just build a tent in our bedroom.
And we both have a severe cold that we're just starting to kind of this much come out of. So he's Hack Man, and I'm Snotty.
We are under the weather, and it is not stopping us from putting out our Big Brother episode. We just finished watching Sunday's episode for week 1, so let's get into it.
All right.
Roll the intro.
Did you already say that?
No, I was on my way to saying it, but then...
Yeah, animal hairs all over you. Okay, I was waiting for the intro to be done. Is it over yet?
No, it's still going.
Okay, back to BB.
It's the NyQuil. Hold on.
Oh,
Stop what you're doing and subscribe to this channel. Do it now.
Okay.
All right. Thank you.
We're in a tent. Okay, we're talking about BB now. Here, let's get focused. So, our opinions about the house guests. Were they right? Were they wrong? How do we still feel?
I feel rolling into week 1, our predictions were spot on because we said that, was her name Christy?
Yes, Christy.
We knew that Christy, Kemi.
Hold on. Well, what? Well, I don't think you could put Christy and Kemi in the same category. Are you talking about Catherine?
Catherine from Texas. So I think our predictions were really good. Going into week 1, we thought that Catherine, Kemi, Jessica were all going to be at the bottom of this feeder, and it kind of looks like they are. David sealed his own fate. He got beat by Hog. He got beat by Jessica. Come on, David.
Hog? It was Kemi. Oh, it was Hog. Was Kemi there too? No, Kemi wasn't there. Never mind. I just feel like Kemi should have been there, though.
No, Kemi was there.
Oh, and Kemi got out? How'd that happen? You know what, David? You let me down, but get your butt back in the game before I kick your butt.
I mean, David, you deserve to be wherever you are if you got beat by those 3.
He was trying to stand up. Jackson stood up and volunteered himself. Well, does that make him an idiot?
What I'm saying is he went into a competition with the 3 most unathletic people in the house and got beat.
That was not an athletic game.
You had to move around, you had to crawl, you had to make it through, like...
That is thinking.
No, he was moving so slow.
That's a problem-solving game.
No, but it was...
Unfortunately, David is not very good at problem-solving.
That one's 50-50. That one was a 50% athleticism, 50% problem-solving, and David got smoked by the 3, most... lame people in the house. Like if I'd have been in that challenge, I'd have been moving way faster than David is moving. You're fighting for your life, your big brother's life.
Maybe that's it. That was his big mistake.
So now we go into the head of household competition, and your girl wins head of household.
Yeah, she won. So I'm happy for her. And I like Tommy. I would have liked Tommy to win too. Now, we were talking about with the HOH and everybody falling off and everything. What do you think? What do you agree with? Getting HOH is a good idea out the gate, or not a good idea out the gate? Would you have fallen off on purpose?
I feel like you can make an argument either way. In my opinion, if I ever get selected for Big Brother, week 1, I am going to try to win the HOH because the first power alliance forms during week 1, and they always rope in the head of household because they need that power. So by winning head of household, you almost get automatically drafted into the first alliance. Now, is it a good alliance? Does the alliance work out? You got to take that risk. But by falling on purpose, now you're hoping to get selected by the first power alliance, and I wouldn't want that. So for me personally, winning, she's in that power alliance because she won head of household.
I feel like the boys, Jackson and Jack, I can't get on the Mickey board. Is that what they're calling him now?
Mickey Jackson, yeah. Tennessee.
I can't do that. Anyway, Mickey then and Jack, I feel like they were talking about having their alliance before the HOH even happened, and they included Christy in it. But then again, we don't know when that was recorded.
In general, the first head of household is included in the first power alliance. And so, in my opinion, I think there's more advantages to winning the first head of household than throwing it. Whoever gets voted out first, they don't even get a chance to play the game. And I would not want that to be me. Like,
Word. I was just curious. Good answer. So my next question is, so Christy is the HOH now. I like Christy still. I think she seems cool. What do you think?
I liked Christy in the interviews, and I still like Christy now. I think that people that we predicted were going to be train wrecks are already starting to become train wrecks.
I agree, so kudos to us. High five! Yeah, we're so smart. We can peg these people for show.
Yep, we knew Kemi was going to be a problem, and she goes into the head of household's bedroom and says, I think you should put up Ovi. Ovi's all over the place. It's like she has no grounds to base it off of. She's just throwing a name out there to try to distract from herself to someone who she's not even in an alliance with. So Kemi, in our previous videos, the word I used was immature, and she's showing her immaturity already early in the game. So I think if either one of those two get the power veto, Hogman or Christy, if either one
Catherine.
of them... Catherine. If Hogman or Catherine, she looks like a Christy to me. That's why I'm having a hard time with it.
Why do you call her Kathy?
Because Catherine's like a more mature, like, I don't...
They call her Cat.
Cat.
But I think it would be
'Cause she's
really
catty.
funny if they called her
Cat is
Kathy.
catty. Okay, so if Cat and Hog, either one of them two guys win the power veto, I think Kemi is going to be the obvious replacement.
And you know what I have to say about Kemi? I'm going to add to yours. She's immature and she's inexperienced in life. And I think I even said that when we were, narrowing down the candidates. She's just completely and utterly clueless. And Kathy, I'm going to call her Kathy. Kathy is clueless too. And she even mentioned the Kardashians. And I knew it. I had a feeling. That's why she doesn't know anything. Because she spends all of her time watching the Kardashians.
How did you feel about your boy Tommy getting sucked into the alliance last minute? The grateful.
I think that Tommy is in that alliance because he has an amazing personality and he's just a ton of fun. And I think they just really like him.
Were you worried that none of your people got sucked into that alliance except for Holly?
Man, okay, I'm going to tell you what I think about this alliance. It comes across like a bunch of people, and I do think that there's a bunch of smart people in that group and good players and everything too. So I want to make sure I say that. But it kind of seems like the socially acceptable people, I'm going to use it that way. Not the popular people, but the socially, in the way our society is, acceptable. And so they're all together. I mean, but even like... Okay.
You look at Ovi.
I'm not even going to name anybody's imperfections, but I'm just going to say, like,
No,
no one's perfect.
But what I'm saying is Ovi, he's not athletic. He's not like an athletically built person. What's the Long Island Nicole? Is that her name?
Yeah,
Nicole.
This little tiny
Nicole. And it goes for all of the ones on that side of the house. So yeah, it does look like the popular people, the ones that we perceive to be the athletic, model, built type people, forged an alliance
It's upsetting.
together.
It's actually, that's the only thing that's upsetting to me. It's actually very disappointing to me because when I'm looking at that big old, I don't want to be like Debbie Downer or anything because there are people in that group that I enjoy a lot. I love Holly. I love Christy and Tommy. Love them. But I just don't like it. You think Cliff, Jessica, unfortunately Catherine, because, apparently they probably think she's stupid and unfortunately
Well,
she
we were
is.
watching the live feeds and they were saying that she was being really weird.
So she's insanely quirky. So let's go back and talk about this. The people that are being not included are Ovi, who is precious as can be, Jessica. I had things to say about Jessica, but she seems like a cool chick. Catherine. Who is the other one? Who am I missing? Kemi, which we know all the reasons why Kemi isn't, because she's a jerk. Who else? Cliff. Sam. Now, Sam, I feel like Sam is a more mature adult. That's why I think he doesn't fit in. He's not like a spunky 20-year-old.
Well, he's rocking the dad bod, and he's got a really vivacious
family.
personality, so...
And he has a family. So how is he going to connect with those?
Yeah.
They're kids. Most of those people are kids.
I do think that the alphas tried to team up. What makes me sad is because something really cool could have happened. Ovi was sniffing it out. Ovi could tell something was going on, and had he not pulled together everyone that was already in that alliance and try to form a side alliance, like it'd have been more advantageous of Ovi to try to figure out who was in the alliance, and then get the rest of the house to form up, because you need an 8 versus 8 to have any chance, and he has that secret power, so he could have maybe figured out a way to use it, but
Yeah. I'm really excited that Ovi got that secret power. I was like so excited. I was like, oh my god, please, please. And finally he got it. I was super excited. He totally deserved it. I was getting so upset. I'm like, he's not getting in the alliance. He's not getting in the alliance. Is he going to be safe? And then finally he won that.
Yeah. But what I'm wondering is, okay, so his power allows him to wipe out any nomination and redo it. So let's say this week he does not use his power. Let's say Cliff wins the power of veto, and then he gets put up as a replacement nominee. His power won't help him.
Oh my goodness.
He's just protected from the nominations, but he can still get backdoored.
I almost don't think that they want Ovi out at this point though, because now they have their so-called
Fam 5.
Really? That's what they called it?
Fam 5. He's going up there and he's making moves and he's getting dialogue going, which can sometimes put a target on your back, so...
The only thing is, I mean, it's the very beginning of the game, so Ovi has to start talking to people, and it's tough because the people there are a lot of likable people that are in that big group, like Nick and all that, and so those are the people you're going to talk to. I mean, Kemi's not easy to talk to. Catherine doesn't seem very easy to talk to. You know, then Cliff and Sam are way older than he is, so he's going to go to those people in that group. That's how I look at it. You?
Yep. Yeah, well,
it only makes sense.
What I think is weird, and it's easy for me to play armchair quarterback here and not be in the house, you know, but how can you be rolling into Sunday and there's 8 people in the house that have not even attempted to join or form an alliance? Like, isn't that the first thing you're thinking of when you walk in the door? That's what Jackson was thinking. That's what Nick was thinking. You know, that's all of them. They're making eye contact or like.
That's an amazing question because Sam, he keeps talking like he wants to be like Derek. Well, why hasn't he built an alliance yet? And he even said something actually when I was watching the feed, and he was saying, when I win this game, it's like he's not making an alliance. He's not going to make it on his own.
I was watching the live feed earlier, and I don't know that you were in the room watching it with me. And what's the Asian girl's name?
Isabella.
Oh. So Isabella's like, hey, you want to go outside and work out? And he's like, no. Do you want to go outside and, like, do some planks? No. Do you want to go outside and play cornhole? No. I'm just going to chill. It's like,
he's forgetting that he needs to have a social game now.
Yeah, it's like Sam. It's like the first week, you got to be saying yes to anyone who wants to hang out with you. If someone comes up to you and says they want to do something, it's yes.
I think what's funny about Big Brother is there are some people, and Sam probably is one of them, you get all gung-ho going into the game, or you see them getting all gung-ho, and then they start to get comfortable, and then they legitimately stop playing, or they forget they're playing Big Brother.
I'm trying to think of any other predictions that we had.
But you predicted that Tommy and Christy would be really good friends.
I knew that Tommy and Christy had chemistry. Like, I sensed it in our prediction episode. Like, I thought they're gonna become friends, and come to find out they actually know each other in real life. So that was pretty cool.
And I had a prediction as well. When they were all introducing themselves, Holly was speaking, and Jack was talking about how he thought she was like the full package. Boom! Knew it, but I don't really see a love connection happening just yet. However, on the live feed, now I don't watch it nonstop, so I just turned it on a little bit today while I was about the house, and I saw Annalise getting very touchy with Nick, so that's an interesting one.
Now, forgetting our favorites, just looking at the house as a whole, who, after watching the interviews, who has won you over more than the interviews, and who have you lost some spunk for post-interviews? Okay. One person, you're number one on both sides of that.
I can tell you that Jackson, I've kind of lost a little spunk for him. He comes off just a smidge
You're talking about Mickey?
Harsh. Mickey. When he talks smack about people, he's rude. When he talks smack, he's I wonder if he's a Scorpio, okay?
Hey.
He's all snap. You know what I'm saying?
Who do you like more post-interviews?
I think the verdict is out on that. I don't think there's anyone that I'm over. Yeah. There's no one that I'm oohing over right now.
Well, I'm not saying oohing. I'm just saying we misjudged them in the interviews. Now we watched them play a week of game. Who are we okay, I might have been wrong about this person. They're actually doing pretty good.
Well, I was actually thinking that about Sam. I was oh, he's not so bad. But then today he was being all blasé-faire, and I was who the heck is Sam really? Okay?
So
no one's really making me go, in a smiley kind of way. How about you?
I liked Jack, but I like him a lot more now. After watching the first week, I like the game he's playing. He is the most alpha guy in the house. and he's quickly like watering that image down because now Mickey's stepping up and taking over that alpha athletic role. You know, he dropped early, which I thought was really smart. He's already working on trying to make himself not look like a threat, and his social game is like on par. Jack, so far, I raised him up my list a lot. As far as who has disappointed me, it's kind of hard to say. Like, after the interviews, I freaking love Sam. Sam was awesome. And then after watching weeks of Big Brother in the live feeds, right now I'm just meh. So he went from, like, top 3 to, like, middle of the pack for me. So he dropped the most. Jack came up the ladder. I'm still going to put my cart on Nick, although we haven't seen a lot of him in this first week. But I really liked him in the interviews. So right now, Nick and Jack are my 2 favorites. So the jury's still out on a lot of these house guests.
Yes.
Who's to say what's going to happen next week? But we're going to be back again every Monday with our week roundup of what we think is going to happen. I think we should end this episode with, how do you think the veto and the eviction is going to play out?
All right. Well, I honestly do not think that Cliff or Kathy are going to win the power of veto. And so, therefore, I think everything will remain the same.
I agree with you on that. Who do you think's going home?
I definitely think that Catherine is going home because I think she's probably driving everyone up the wall.
So you don't think anyone's going to use the power veto to save them?
No. If Cliff is going to be, I don't see him going home.
All right, my prediction is someone from Grateful is going to win the power veto. They're going to use it and pull Cliff down.
Kemi!
They're going to put Kemi up, and they're going to backdoor her.
They're going to backdoor Kemi?
That's my prediction.
Did you watch the live feeds, or is this just your thing?
Just my prediction.
You know what? Kemi had to do something really icky-poo to make that happen. And you know what? I bet she did. Let's go watch those live feeds right now.
I gotta stick to my predictions, because Kemi was my prediction as the first one going out, so I have to hang in there. Because if I'm right, I'm, like, freaking awesome. So.
Well, Christy did say she wasn't 100%. Like, she could be swayed. So she did say that. I do think Christy is a smart young lady. I actually do.
Well,
so I'm interested to see what she does. So we'll see. I think that, I'm willing to bet on what you're saying there, Sean. I'm going to go with what I said. I'm going to stick to my guns. Pew, pew. But I smell what you're stepping in.
Okay, so we'll see how this plays out. Everyone, thank you for tuning in for this episode of Big Brother. We got a lot of Big Brother fans out there that are finding our channel for the first time, so please subscribe, hit the notification, jump down in these comments, tell us if you agree with us, tell us if you disagree with us. Good night.
There's no alligators in here. Thank you.
There's no Jason Voorhees either.
Ooh.